So I think a combination of AI, IoT, and behavior design, if blended together very gracefully, has the ability to significantly change the way energy is consumed and produced back. So I just wanted to touch upon three innovation levers: IoT, AI, and behavior design as enablers, and illustrate those with two stories which we had, based on actual examples we have executed. Uh, so the first was the case of Dutch-based solar OEM, and the problem they were trying to solve was in the African market, the hospitals, specifically the hospitals. A lot of them are having power issues. They had issues where people were dying on the operating table because of the power issue there. So they were trying to take a lot of these solar-powered hospitals. And the problem they were trying to solve was essentially continuously track two things. One is the health of the assets itself, solar-powered assets, predict failures of them, and essentially make sure that the spare parts are available on time. So basically do some kind of demand forecast based on the health of the assets. So the way we went about doing this was we collected all those data from essentially power fluctuation data, the quality of power data. We also collected solar irradiance, put it into a solar 360 rate. And the holy grail at the end of the day was take them on a journey. At the end of the day, they want self-healing equipments as well as autonomous operations, so to speak. But it's a journey. While it's the golden yardstick, it's a journey. The first step of the journey consists of building a solar 360 data lake where everything about the solar panel and consumer behavior was tracked using data. The second step was basically doing some anomaly detection to find out which areas need intervention and using those anomalies to predict future behavior of the assets. So that was the first example of this. And innovation out here was that it was also, they were tracking if there was any abuse to that equipment, to have a lot of the sensors which are watching what is happening to the equipment itself. So that is one aspect of it. The second was for manufacturer in California, basically, the builder project, which was for about 12 months. They were trying to solve two problems. So the innovation we applied was essentially what I would call design for altering energy consumption habits of the customer. So there are two problems they're trying to solve. They're trying to get more people to become prosumers, essentially consume and produce and contribute back to the grid. So they wanted a prosumer model. The second is they wanted to target the guzzlers. They wanted to make sure that the guzzlers are more sensitized towards the behavior. So we used simple techniques. So there are about 17 design patterns which are there to alter consumer behavior. But I'll give you an example of one. Simple was showed them the average bill in that zip code and benchmark their behavior with respect to the average behavior in that neighborhood. So the bill, it would appear very, very prominently. And at least that caused an increased sensitivity to that behavior so that they would alter the energy consumption habits. So I think a combination AI, IoT, and behavior design, if blended together very gracefully, has the ability to significantly change the way energy is consumed and produced back.